Good morning. So my sister brought up a good point. She said, I don't do makeup tutorials anymore. And I didn't really feel like what I did was makeup tutorials. I did get readies with me. And I was crazy seeing that I have dark hair again. Kind of in a dark broody phase. That'll get probably a little bit lighter my next appointment. My next appointment's in August. And for whatever reason, I had like an August 31st appointment with her, and she was like, I was like, I made one in July, not August, but whatever, so we just moved it. Told myself I wasn't going to get a coffee, but I realized I'm not going to have breakfast. Lunch will probably be the first meal that I eat, so I need the calories. Still resisting the nails and the lashes. These things don't define me. And while I enjoy them, I let them define my femininity for a while. Having lashes, having nails, all of that. That's what made me feel girly, because I can't grow nails to save my life because they just break. Even when I give them a long break from fake nails and they grow out, they still just break. So the kiddos and I have been watching. We've been binging on Switched at Birth on Netflix. Now, I watched the show when it first came out and loved it because I love sign language. I think it's beautiful. I think it is amazing. And I took 4 years of sign in school, and what they went through, it's just mind-blowing to me. And what's cool is my kiddo, she kind of wants to learn some sign. So I think when it's me and her, because we've got all the cousins right now, when it's me and her, we're going to sit down and we're going to watch some videos. I need practice, and she wants to learn. So for as long as she wants to learn, I want to help her. My sister is gonna watch the show too. She watched a few episodes with me and was like, I need to watch this from the start, right? And there are some hearing kids playing deaf kids in the show. And while some people may have problems with that, just like people have problems with white people playing other people, their sign flow is so amazing. And I think when they wanted to do this show, there probably wasn't a lot of people who wanted to be on TV that were deaf or hard of hearing. So they started with these girls, and it's grown. The whole, well, not all of the second season, but most of the second season, they're at Carleton, which is a deaf school. So that's cool. I have noticed that since I started watching the show again, I sign what I know when I'm talking. Oh, they're installing a new crosswalk button. I love sign language. My sister took it when she went to school after I did. I wanted to be a sign interpreter for a long time, but I never pulled the trigger to go to school for it. I didn't feel comfortable because nobody I knew signed. And it was out of my comfort zone to go to deaf communities when I was so bad at signing. And I know you need practice. I want to get back into it. I'm going to talk to the boyfriend because I would like for him to do it with me. I mean, and if he doesn't want to, that's cool too. That's cool too. I don't want to force it on anyone. But I think it'd be kind of interesting. I didn't realize that my music was that loud. You know, I'm not too worried about it. It's not like I have to worry about my videos being demonetized. I do this because I enjoy it. It's an outlet. It's a creative outlet. The boyfriend keeps talking about how he wants to do some videos for his volunteer group. But he's so exhausted. And right now, when we spend time together, we just spend time together doing things. When he's not exhausted, when he's exhausted, we just stay at home. We put on a show on the TV, and then he just sleeps, which is fine with me. We've been together for a year and a half, and we're comfortable. And I don't expect fancy dates or anything like that. That's just not the kind of person that I am. I am happy if we go for a walk, if we go for a bike ride. So this week, we're actually gonna go and get Alex a new bicycle. She was supposed to be there with me so she could pick out her own bike, but she wants to go to Grandma's. So instead, the boyfriend and I will surprise her with a bike. Which is not as fun, but I know how important it is for her to spend time with her grandma, because the last couple months she hasn't spent that much time with her since I've been off of work. And for those who are asking how my shoulder is, it's increasing, but I have good days and bad days. I have a independent medical exam on the 16th to go to, but it is increasing in good days and bad days. And it's not, the bad days aren't so bad that I'm completely immobilized like I was. I have learned to tolerate the bad days. But it's like a pressure. It's like a pressure that's building up in my shoulder that it feels like that it wants to separate between my shoulder and my arm. At the same time, it hurts here, and I don't know any other way to explain the pain. And some days I'm terrified that it's in my head, but I know that it's not, because the pain is real. I wouldn't have gone to the hospital if the pain wasn't real. And it's scary to know that getting my arm fixed is such a big deal when I heard it at work. I don't understand, and I get that there's a lot of people who lie to get injuries taken care of, but the amount of shoulder injuries am enjoying sitting at home though. I'm getting my schoolwork done. Hopefully that doesn't crack. LNI approves my claim soon, and I get my procedure done during my recovery time. I'm going to take 2 classes because I want to end my degree this year and not next year, and have either a longer break before I start my doctorate program or sooner. I'm waiting. Oh wait, I don't need to put my turn signal on yet. I can do I'm waiting to find out, because I don't want to add a second class if I'm going back to work full time, because I work and do overtime when I'm back at work, and so I work 40 hours, and I am not used to doing overtime, so that's going to kill me to get back into the habit of overtime. But I do more than 40 hours a week, and I will have to do a lot of overtime to make up for the overtime I've missed out on for the last 3.5 months, because I usually do overtime every Friday, which doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but it is, because Fridays are my Wednesdays at work. So in the middle of the week I work a 16-hour day, and then I turn around, I get home at 11, get back up at 4 a.m. the next day and go to work, and that is really hard on your body. Really hard on your body when you don't really take good care of yourself. I'm getting better, and I just know that I want to do better, and I'm gonna do better. I'm really good at pretending I'm not. Oh, curb. Tiny bit. I'm really good at pretending I'm not hurt. And I've done that for way too long. And I am tired of pretending that I'm not okay. And I want to make sure that I'm good. So, yep, I've got 20 minutes until my massage. And I'm gonna prepay for next month while I'm here. Also, I'm gonna change what credit card that it's on. I was doing the overtime to get a better handle on my credit card. But I'll get there. I'll get back there. Being off of work for the last 3 months have kind of derailed my plan to be debt-free by the end of the year. But taking care of my shoulder was way more important. Way more important.